that right here. I'll do that. I'm just going to grab the wind right here. Oh, sorry about that.
Alternative information, Juliet, time 22530, observation, wind 250 at 11, visibility 10, fly clear. Temperature 25, dew point.
Alright, cool. 27011.
Good night.
So we are looking like we're good to go. All the tethers are off. I'm going to do a brake check real quick. Alright, your controls? My controls. Looking good? Alright. So everything else, taxi light is required, brakes, attitude, turn coordinator, and age of the compass. Which, yeah, we're looking at like 1.7. No, we're close. Yeah, it looks like 160 right here. And then we set that one to our heading indicator right over here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Right there, give or take. Yeah, I'm over here with the VOR. Let's see here, south, it's a 160, so it's going to be right around... Oh, 160? Right around there, yep. I did not expect it to be that off. There we go, sweet. Cool. Yeah, cool. So, on to the run-up then. Sweet. Put this down here, you said that's a little bit safer? Yep. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to come up here, I'm going to say hop on ground. This is Cessna November 65710, requesting taxi to 25 run-up with Juliet. Yes. And the response, it's going to be, usually it's going to be cross runway 25 at Echo, taxi run-up via Sierra, and then Cessna 710 comes at the very end of that. That, or he gives you different instruction, and then you just repeat that one. So. Okay, I will, I might not get it right again, but I'll try. Yep. I'll be right here, just in case. Sounds good. And ground, we're looking at 125.1, which is what we're currently on. Yep. Okie dokie. Off on ground, this is November 65710, requesting taxi to 25 run-up with Juliet.
Cessna 65710, cross runway 25 at Echo, taxi to run-up Sierra.
Cross runway 25 at Echo, taxi via Sierra. November 65710. Nice. Cool. That actually worked. Your training is working. Absolutely. So here we are at Echo, crossing runway 25. Yep, we'll look both ways and stuff. Make sure there's no one trying to land or no one on the runway. Alright. Cool, once we clear it, we can continue on. Good both ways.
74426, Southbound Tower, taxi runway 251280 at 8, clear for takeoff, make a left downwind.
So is your sentry back there, that's just hooked up to your iPad wirelessly? Yep, wirelessly, so it connects as a router, like a Wi-Fi signal, and the ForeFlight kind of connects to it, and we're able to get traffic and all that good stuff. So, wow, nice. So now I could see everyone, including ourselves, hopefully. Yep. That's so cool. So the whole setup, you have the Sentry, which is like 600, and then the iPad, which is like 600. Yeah. Like all in all, with my headset, like everything in my bag is like probably like with India ready to $3,000 or $4,000.
Wing stand up on ground runway 25 via Sierra.
Runway 25 via Sierra, wing stand 5.
That sounds about right though. My brother, he's a coder, so everything for work. He has one laptop, and the one laptop is like $4,500.
So you run up, requesting left downwind departure.
Hawthorne Grounds here is 816 Charlie Tango Delaware run up, ready to taxi at 25.
Here's 816 Charlie Tango, Hawthorne Ground, runway 25, taxi to Sierra.
25 Texas Sierra, 816 Charlie Tango.
Cool. This Cirrus is about to move forward, so let's watch your right wing here. Watch out for the Pilatus. And we will be behind the Cessna. It's offset a little bit to the right, so our left wing will be able to clear his tail. There we go, sweet.
And then we'll pull up right next to him?
Yeah.
Wing 75, hold true, waiting on release. What's our wind up to today? Oh yeah, straight down the runway.
Straight down the runway.
Wing 75, flight 60 departure, runway 25, wind 2609, cover takeoff. So do you mind if we do all the pre-run or all the run-up stuff this way, or should we turn a little bit more?
Should be good over here. Yeah.
Cool.
It's ideal to just face toward the one, but if you can't, then it's fine.
I might pull up a little bit. I don't know if that guy wanted to.
Oh yeah, to taxi it over.
Yeah. Go like that. Helicopter 744. Like 2 feet. Not enough. Okay, cool. So moving on to the checklist here. Pre-taxi, brakes, fuel both trimmed off. Gear overtake. Flight controls.
Elevator's moving up.
We have a rudder.
We have rudders.
And let's see. Instruments.
Looks good. Checking our 6-pack here. We set this one already. Blues on top, browns on the bottom. With a plus or minus 5 degrees of pitch and bank. And this one is set to this guy, so it looks pretty good.
Wingspan 5, contact departure 134.9. Yep. Okie doke, and measure best power, here we go. Not feeling any roughness in the engine, so I'm not going to do the whole, whatever it's called when you get rid of the carbon deposits.
Requesting taxi to runway 25.
So we'll go to mixture best power. Primer and lock. And go up to 1700. And moving for our mags test first. Commander up on RPM. Oop. Sorry about that.
Was that on the off position?
Yeah, one too many. Okay. I want to go back to on and then go back to mags right. Okay. There we go. First time doing that, is that the problem? I mean, of course it's a problem, but is it something that we should stop the process and go back?
Oh no, that's fine. As long as the mags keep firing, and then the engine's still running, then it's fine.
Okay, copy that. Yeah. RB test. Looking good there. Vacuum is right at the bottom of the green. Amps are good, we're in the positive. Oil pressure is good. Oil temp is good. Yep. And idle check closed.
And another thing to check for when we're still here is we have the alternator switch. So the left-hand switch is going to be the alternator. And yeah, checking the job over here. And the light, the low voltage light comes on in case of like we're losing power generated by our alternator. So, and then when we turn back on, then it's going back to the positive there. So,
nice. Okay. So the left one here.
Yep, the left-hand switch of the master. So,
okay. And that's going to turn just this light on.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, if we lose our vacuum, then this one's going to be, if this one like drops to 0 for whatever reason, then this turns on, and then these two instruments you can't trust anymore.
Okay.
So, yep.
All right, cool. Going back to idle.
Sounds good.
And we get a little bit. Check the friction. On this plane, I remember on the other one, you wanted, as a part of the run-up, you were idling out to see the rise in RPM?
Yeah, for the mixture, right?
Yeah.
So we have an idle that's around like 800 RPM or so. And this is when we were flying the glass cockpit.
Yeah.
So it's
From ground, this is Jet Center Charge. We're requesting position aircraft from Advancer Hangar to Jet Center via.
So when we kind of bring the mixture back, we should get we should be able to get like better performance out of our engine, or our engine's running more efficiently if we have it leaned out.
You want to go from Jet Center?
So if I go full power or full mixture, it comes back down. But I didn't really see that much of a drop or climb.
Yeah, this one's a little bit less, but I mean,
yeah, it's more noticeable in the fuel injected airplanes. But,
okay, got it.
But yep. That's why we lean the mixture out, so we get that little. We don't burn as much fuel, and we're cleaning the cylinders out, and then we're also our engine's running a lot more efficient, and we get a rise in RPM if we haven't leaned out that much. So that's why we lean for taxi.
Okay, got it. This guy keeps coming undone, so I'm going to tighten him up really quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so we are good on the run-up then. Ready for the pre-takeoff.
Sounds good.
I'm just closing that so that there's less static on the microphone.
And for the pre-takeoff, we'll do that checklist more over there.
Sounds good. So, held on ground, Cessna November 65710, requesting taxi to 25 for left downwind departure.
Yes. Yep. Requesting taxi to runway 25 for, left downwind departure, so, yep.
Sounds good, and we're on the ground frequency 125.1. Go. Held on ground, this is Cessna November 65710, requesting taxi to runway 25 for a left downwind departure.
Cessna 65710, held on ground, runway 25, taxi via Sierra.
Runway 25, taxi via Sierra.
Runway 25, taxi via Sierra, Cessna 710.
Sweet. Awesome.
Getting there slowly.
Yep. Wait, don't forget park and brake there.
Thank you so much. Sometimes I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no worries. I forget a lot of things sometimes too.
You can definitely see why there's a co-pilot on the big planes.
For sure, yeah, it's like there's always redundancy, 2 mags, two pilots, all that good stuff.
That's the exact same as my industry as well. It's like it's two of everything, and it gets annoying. But it's also like if you do something wrong, somebody's got to be there to save you.
Exactly. Yeah, like because of all the pilot shortage and everything in the airlines, they're trying to make it a one pilot crew and everything. But like the argument is, it's always like aviation has always been redundant and having a pilot and co-pilot and stuff.
Yeah.
Against that, so who knows? Technology might be so good enough that we don't need to have a second one.
I mean,
right here. Cool. Right.
That's a great point. I hope you're right at some point, but it's also scary.
Yeah.
Just have one person up there.
Yep.
All right, we're pre-takeoff, so flaps are all the way up.
Yep.
Make sure you go for best power. Car beat is currently off. XPR alt and squawk. We're still at 1200 and we're at the alt setting. Yep. Heading bug, don't gotta worry about. Doors and windows. Landing light. We got taxi, landing, nav, and this is beacon, right?
That's the beacon. Yep.
Oh, those are good.
Those are good, and we could turn our strobe on as well too, and we could turn the taxi light off since we're no longer taxiing. And yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Okay. Strobe is required. Time note.
Yep, we could start the stopwatch, and we could also write down the time, the local time, 5:04 when we depart and everything. So that's for like when we're doing a cross country, but it's a good habit to do it, even though like for every flight, even though you're not going on a cross country. So
Copy that.
Signal Alpha frequency approved.
Okay, sounds good. So then we will hop over to tower frequency 121.1, which is this guy here, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. And so the plan for today is going to be left down departure, and we'll set up for Compton, and we'll enter in how we always do on the 45 over the blimp area. And yeah, we'll do some takeoffs and landings, and do normal takeoffs and landings. If we have time, we'll get into how to doing a short field takeoff and a short field landing and all that stuff. So
sounds good.
Sweet.
If the audio, the audio might be working. I think it is working. So
Sweet.
I'm like more nervous now, actually. The abort plan, would you mind saying that? If it is recording, I'd love to review that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know if that one records on my end too, or is it like just on?
It's my understanding, so this is my first time using it, and I'm really sorry if it doesn't work the way that the thing said. But what it said is that it records everything that goes to both of our ears.
Oh, okay.
So we have the input, right, and the input from the radio, from the towers and everything. It aggregates all of that, and then whatever is sent to our headsets, it records all of it.
Oh, okay. So it's not the mic jack thing. It's the whatever that goes on your headphones. Okay, cool. So that's in that case then for sure. We'll be able to. Sweet.
Cool. Hopefully, and yeah, please. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it works. So we'll see.
Cool. So yeah, for the before we depart, you always have to go over an abort plan and different scenarios that you may run into on the takeoff. So there's 4 different scenarios. The first one is having engine roughness or engine trouble, weakness of RPM drop on the takeoff roll before rotation speed. So this is before we even lift off from the ground. So in that case, we would cut the power, apply full brakes, and notify tower as soon as possible that we're aborting the takeoff, and we taxi out of the runway and we try to troubleshoot from there. Second scenario is we have an engine failure or engine trouble after liftoff, so after rotation speed. So we're like, let's say like we're 20 or 30 feet off the ground and we have engine trouble. That's second base case scenario. So if that happens, we have available runway in front of us, cut the power, just land straight ahead, and then full brakes to let tower know the situation.
Off the ground, Pilatus, taking the call sign.
And third scenario is if we have an engine failure after liftoff, but we have no more available runway in front of us. In that case, then we have to land. We have to commit to somewhere that's in front of us. So that's when we
are you ready for departure?
Negative for Cessna 710.
All right, let me know.
So yeah, we'll pitch for best glide, land straight ahead, 45 degrees left and right of us, and yeah, we just fly the flattest spot ahead of us and all that stuff. Engine failure after liftoff, but we're at like a sufficient altitude, like 800 feet. We have a chance to make a 180 turn, what they call the impossible turn. But if we're high enough, then we could make that 180 turn and land on the opposite end of the runway 7, and then declare an emergency for all that stuff, so that the tower is able to clear the runway for us and, you know, have backup when we're on the ground. So
okay, good.
Yep. So those are the 4 scenarios that we could run into on the takeoff. The worst one is having an engine failure after liftoff with no more runway, but we're like really close to the ground. That's like the worst, like the very worst like time to have an engine failure, which hopefully never have to experience.
TV9 with you again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just north of Compton.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So the second one is the worst. Right. Everything else we're off the ground for the 3 and 4, and the first one we're still on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Or we're just off the ground, I guess. That would be the transitional period.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Just being ready for those things, and you know.
Cool. Sounds good.
TV9 over the
ready to go.
105.
So yeah, on our tower, this is 710. We're going to take left down departure on runway 25.
25, clear.
Left down departure on runway 25, and then he's going to give you clearance, and then you say,
I'm taking us more south than where you were.
So more accurate.
He's going to give you a clearance that says, and then you're going to respond to him, runway 25, clear for takeoff, Cessna 710. That's what you respond to.
Sure.
So.
Sounds good.
And then you can make a left turn for the jet center at Bravo. I got a Cessna holding short at Alpha.
Copy, left turn at Bravo for jet center. Keep it under.
Flight 7 Zulu Tango, have your clearance when you're ready. Cleared San Luis Obispo via SpaceX to SpaceX.
Oh man, you
Limbo,
clearance.
LAX, IK, just fouled. Climb maintain 3,000, expect 12,000 within 10. Departure control 134.9er, squawk 4743.
Got a helicopter coming in, I think.
Nice, okay. So should we wait or should I call it?
SpaceX to SpaceX Limbo.
We have to wait for this guy to finish his thing.
12,010, 134.9, 4743 for 7 Zulu Tango.
Read back at Striker when you're ready.
Alright, you can make a call.
Okay. Hey, Hawthorne Tower, this is Cessna November 65710, requesting takeoff on runway 25 for left downwind.
Cessna 65710, hold short lane traffic.
Holding short, Cessna 710.
Nice.
Cool, man. I'm gonna
Yeah, open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Getting pretty hot in here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Is that a news helicopter or something?
You know, I work right over here and we see a ton of these helicopters fly right over the area where we work.
Oh.
And they're not supposed to. So they must be from here.
Did it look like just like that?
Yeah.
Cessna 65710, runway 25 on 2609, close takeoff, make a left downwind departure.
Cleared for left downwind on runway 25, Cessna 710.
Alright. Alright, what are we rotating at and what do we climb for?
We got rotate at 55 and climb at, shoot, we ran the other plane last time. I want to say 68, 66?
It's about 70, 76, which is...
76.
Yep, it's VY for this one.
Copy that.
Alright, heels to the floor and full power.
Oh, we got a little bit of wind there.
Yep. Yep, just keep the right hand on right there just in case we need to aboard.
Copy that. And we're at the X there.
Cool.
And thank God for the sun.
Yeah.
We got some height on us, gonna get the VY there.
Cool. Oil pressure and temps look pretty good. Nice.
In 400 feet.
Cool, either if we hit 500 feet or when we're over the Hawthorne Mall, that's when we could turn crosswind.
Copy that. So I think it's a little bit earlier, but we hit 500, so just going for it.
Yep. Cool, and that call that we made for the takeoff and everything, so it's runway 25 cleared for takeoff, and then Cessna 710.
Got it, okay. Runway 25 cleared for takeoff, Cessna 710.
Yep.
In a very weird way, this feels like my plane now, because it's the one that I've been in the most.
Yeah. Maybe turn down one here.
It's definitely not my plane, but that's how it feels.
Yeah, I mean it's like you're getting a lot more acquainted with how it feels, and you know, all of our planes actually feel a lot different than each other. Like 094 has its different. It has a little bit better rudder pedals for ground movement, but
it really does, yeah.
094 is good for that. 311 just feels heavy. Yeah, on the controls and stuff, and also 65 Alpha.
I think I've only flown that one once. 65 Alpha is the one with the glass, right?
Yeah, that's one with the glass. We've flown that one, flown it once or twice?
65 Alpha we have flown twice, but 311 I think I've only flown once. Because 311 is the Jamaica plane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, only flown that one once.
Alright, we get a little off here at 2,000. Since Compton's just like right next door, we don't have to go super high.
So he did not say frequency change approved, but are we good to...
Not quite, not until we're either when he gives us a frequency change or when we're finally outside of the Delta airspace is when we could frequency change ourselves.
Okay, got it.
But we're at 2,000, so we could begin leveling off here.
Strobes off?
Strobes, we can keep on. We get the landing light off since we're no longer in the departure phase of the flight. We're kind of en route already.
Okay.
So cool. And we'll do what we've done so far, which is going over the blimp and then entering on that 45.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Can you see? Oh yeah, it's right there. The airport right there.
Yep. There it is. Cool. So go ahead and set us up for Compton Airport. Oh, there it is. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. 710.
Sweet. Alright. And we'll stay a little bit, let's turn a little bit to the left here so we can stay out of Torrance's airspace. Usually the 405 right here is kind of my visual reference for the boundary of that, what do you call that, of the airspace.
Okay. Still climbing. There we go, a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
So let's see. So for CPM, our CTAP is 123.05.
Yes. We have a traffic ahead of us as well too.
So 123.05. I'm going to grab this guy. Change this one here.
Yes. 123.05. Someone is 500 feet below us. We'll watch out for those people. Okay, I got them in sight here. I'm going to switch over to the CTAP frequency so I can let's make a right turn, a right 360 here.
Right turn? Right 360.
Yeah, right 360 here.
Copy that.
Okay, 123.05. I'll make this call here so I could let everyone know here. Compton area traffic Cessna 710 is over the blimp at 2,300. We're circling over the blimp, descending down to pattern altitude for Compton traffic. Cool. All right. And what is the pattern altitude for Compton?
1,100, I believe.
Yes, 1,100.
So I'll start a gradual dip here.
Yep, that'd be a good idea. So that we could, we descend onto pattern altitude, while we're on the 45.
Cessna 67570, turning right base, departing the pattern southwest.
Oh, everyone's crowding here. Why is everyone here, dude? What the frick?
If it is crazy busy, we can go somewhere else too.
I think it's just the blimp area over here that we're, okay, I think we should be pretty good. We should be off our right side. Alright. And then Compton, do you have Compton in sight?
Yes, sir.
Alright, cool. Compton traffic Cessna 710 is over the blimp at 1,800. Setting up for the 45 for 25 left Compton traffic. Alright. Yeah, it looks like they're just crowding it over here or just over the blimp site, so.
Oh, okay. For some unknown reason.
Yeah. Or they're all exiting the area for something. Alright.
Sometimes that's how it is.
That's how it is. Alright, cool. Looks like we're getting close to our pattern altitude there. Cool. Do you want me to assist with the radio calls, or do you want to kind of do it at the same time?
I would love if we could do half and half, so maybe like the first couple landings and takeoffs, if you would handle it, and then I'll try and do it from then up.
Sure, absolutely. For the starting out with, I'll kind of,
That'd be great.
sounds good. Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is on the left downwind for runway 25 left Compton traffic.
So carpet on, seat belts, fuel on both. Let's start putting in 10 degrees of flaps because we're at 90 knots.
Helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, entering the downwind at 1,000 feet for 25 right Compton.
Helicopter. What should be my course of action here? Should we just keep going?
Yeah, just keep going here. So, what do you say, left downwind?
He said 25 right, but I don't know if he said right downwind or left downwind. I'm assuming he said left downwind.
Yeah, he's left downwind. I see him here. He's right behind us.
Okay.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is on the left base for 25 left Compton.
There's our runway. There's our random ass white building.
Yep.
Which doesn't need to be there.
Is it right next to an airport?
Yeah. And we're getting that nasty crosswind here.
Yep, I get to feel it a little bit.
Compton traffic, helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, entering the downwind for 25 right Compton.
Alright, he's right behind us.
Okay, going a little bit more flaps here.
Alright.
20% or 20 degrees.
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710 is turning final for 25 left Compton traffic. Cool.
Yeah,
So we could also have our landing lights on as well too.
Copy that.
There we go. Cool, are you able to see what's in front of you with the phone or the camera there?
I was a little bit worried for a second, but I'm not worried right now.
Cool. As long as you're able to see what's in front of you, then it should be good.
Going full flaps here, dropping out of the sky a little bit, because I'm going to clear these houses a little bit. On full idle, 65
Compton traffic,
Get a little bit to the left side of the runway. We can do some
base
better.
for runway 25 right Compton.
Nice, cool.
I'm not sure if that was crosswind or if I was just miscalculating.
Not sure. I wasn't able to feel the crosswind there, but
Probably just me miscalculating.
I think it might have been a crosswind. We'll double check with the windsock. But yeah, it was good. That was all you, man.
Compton traffic, helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, turning final for runway 25 right Compton.
On the right. There's a helicopter.
Where? Oh, there he is. They are definitely harder to see than planes.
For sure, yeah. They're just blips or dots in the air.
They have the same ADS-B requirement that we do, right?
They do, yeah. So that everyone inside of that's close to a Bravo airspace, inside of the Mode C Veil, has to have ADS-B and transponders.
Okay, cool.
So luckily we're close to that. So those airports, so we're able to see everyone.
That's very, very, whatever the opposite of unnerving is.
Yeah.
Very nerving. So when we landed, we crossed the whole chart line, we would say, Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is clear runway 25 left.
Yeah, clear runway 25 left, and you could also, if it's a busy, uncontrolled airport, which Compton normally isn't. I mean, it does that sometimes when a bunch of slings or other training aircraft are here. But you could also say like your route going to where you want to go. So taxi the runway back to 25 left via Alpha. I think this is the taxiway Alpha here.
Okay.
So, yep.
You said not a requirement, but kind of something that you would want to do.
Yeah. I mean, the more busy it is, whatever you feel that it will be more safe for everyone to know, whatever you feel will be useful information to everyone. That's which typically, yeah, it would be nice to have people know where you're going after you cleared the runway and stuff. So.
Okay, cool.
Cherokee here.
A chance to make sure everything's good. So all the strobes on just for fun. Is that?
Yeah, it should be good.
Switch these so landing is off, taxi's on.
Yep.
I'm gonna readjust my trim.
Traffic Cherokee 9690 Kilo, taking active runway 25 left for left course pattern.
Cool, looks like he's doing the same thing here. Alright, we'll have our carburetor heat off as well too.
Thank you so much.
Yep. And make sure we have our, we do our cleanup checklist right after we clear the runway. So
Traffic terminating, and we'll break it off at 1200.
Alright, this guy's taking off.
Ooh. Let me grab that, make sure that I did that correctly. After landing, yep, flaps up, carpet off, strobes off, well, usually. Landing light off, taxi heat is required, PO heat off, mixture is required. And trimmer take off, and your squawk.
Yep. Squawk 1200 and stuff, so. Cool.
The squawk seems like a, of course it is a very important system, but it seems like one of those things that you set, and it never changes.
Yeah, it changes when, yeah, I mean, when we're in the practice area, or if we're doing like pattern work like today, then yeah, it never changes, but
take off on 25 right for left close traffic.
When you're doing, what do you call this? Oh, that's the helicopter.
Oh, okay.
When you're doing cross countries, that's when you're always going to be setting squawk codes, and when you're talking to approach control, that's when they're going to assign you a squawk code, and you know, that's when sometimes when you forget to set it back to 1200 and you're taking off again at the airport, then they're going to remind you, kind of give you shit for it, for, you know, not like, hey man, squawk 1200, you're no longer in flight following, so. But yeah, that's
Traffic Cherokee 9690 Kilo on left downwind for runway 25 left company.
Left downwind, what do you think? Should we take off or should we wait for him?
yeah, I think we're going to take off. It's just us and that Cherokee in the pattern, so. Okay. Alright, whenever you're ready. And we got to make a call here first before we hop on the runway.
Sounds good.
So traffic, helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, turning crosswind for runway 25 right, Compton.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is departing runway 25 left for left closed traffic, Compton traffic. Alright, finals clear.
Compton traffic, Cherokee 9690 Kilo, looking for numbers.
And flaps are good, we're good for taking off here.
Yep. Make sure mixture's full rich here and landing light is on.
And off, taxi, oops, there we go. And here we go.
Alright.
Compton traffic, helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, turning left downwind for runway 25 right, Compton.
Waiting for that DX at 55.
Comp traffic, Cherokee 9690 Kilo, turning
And we're going up.
base for runway 25 left, Compton.
Cool, we got that positive ready to climb.
Not seeing anybody right in front of us, but he said he was crosswind, right?
Yeah, that helicopter, yeah, he should be crosswind there. I don't know where that helicopter is anymore.
That was a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, just saw him on the ADSB, but he kind of disappeared.
Comp traffic, Cherokee 9690 Kilo, turning final for runway 25 left, Compton.
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710 is turning left crosswind for 25 left, Compton.
And try to get up to pattern altitude here before we have to make the descent back down.
And usually along this road right here off to our left, this is when we have the, yeah, this is the down one right here.
The smaller or the bigger?
The smaller one here. Or like kind of like in between those would be good.
Okay, got it.
Compton traffic, that's one Gulf Echo 3,000 feet, length.
Just kind of make the pattern more rectangular.
Yeah, okay.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is turning left downwind for runway 25 left, Compton.
Okay, so we're starting the downwind here.
Alright.
Made it up to 12, so we're going to gradually start a 500-foot descent.
Yep.
And as early as I can, I'm going to grab 10 degrees of flap, slow us down.
Yep. There we go.
London traffic, Cessna 67570 is 3,500 feet, 5 miles to the south. We will be flying over the runway for a clear drop entry into the 45, downwind for runway 26, full stop, Ribbon.
That was very good traffic. We're following with the final direct company.
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710 is turning left to base for runway 25 left, Compton.
Traffic tracking 9690 Kilo, clear, active runway 25 left, Compton. Compton traffic, 61 Golf Echo, downwind 25 left, Compton.
Every time I add those flaps, I just want to stay up there. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it gives us a little bit of lift, so it's the kind of the effect of when you drop in flaps, you kind of feel the nose come up a little bit. So we counteract that with a little bit of forward pressure so that we continue the descent down.
Copy that. I think I trimmed too hard as well.
Traffic, 61 Golf Echo, doing a right 360 on the downwind for space in Compton.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is turning final for runway 25 left, Compton.
Full idle, going full flaps for a little hot.
Yep, no worries, we can always correct for that, which we were doing. Kind of pushing the nose down or reduce the power a bunch, right?
Yeah, we're at idle on the power. Still at 300, so we're going to keep pushing it down a little bit.
Cool, I think we're pretty good over here.
Copy that.
There's a helicopter.
And, yeah,
A little bit of left rudder so that we get back on the center line, and then right rudder again to get the nose to the center. There we go.
yeah, you definitely helped with that one. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
So you were, as we came down, what happened exactly? Because we were shifting out that way.
A little bit, when we're shifting a little bit to the right. I think it just happens sometimes where like we kind of drift off. It might be a crosswind. So in that case, if you feel yourself, the moment you feel yourself getting kind of pushed to the side, then you would use rudders along with like a tiny bit of aileron to get you to the center line, and then you would, once you're back to the center line, then you just you get the wings level again, and then you use the rudders to keep it center line again, or
Okay. So I'm going to make that call quick if it's alright.
Yep.
To let you know.
Yep. I got it.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710, clear runway 25 left.
Compton traffic, we're number 4 Romeo Whiskey, taking off 25 right, left of traffic, Compton.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry. So you're saying as we come down, we're shifting to the left, so you're going to add right rudder?
Yeah, so we came a little bit on the right side, right? Or we're on the right side of the center line.
Yep.
So in that case, you would add a little bit of left rudder so that it'll start yawing to the left, and then it'll get us back to center line. But we don't want to overcorrect, and once we're back on the center line, we bring it back to the nose back to the center line, and kind of
Traffic
readjust from there.
Kilo, take an active runway 25 left, Compton.
I was trying to visualize that while also making the, but I got you.
Yep. So it's a combination of a lot of the rudders and then a little bit of ailerons. We obviously don't want to be like doing this all the way down to the runway. So we're using a lot of the control is in the elevator and also the rudders to get ourselves where we want to be on takeoff or on landing.
Okay. Ailerons and rudder.
Gotcha. Compton traffic, helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, turning left crosswind for runway 25 right, Compton.
Cool. Alright.
Compton traffic, Blink 516 over Golf, it's 5 miles southwest of the field. We are inbound for left 45 downwind for 25 left to Compton.
Alright, we're just waiting for that guy to...
Compton traffic, helicopter 234 Romeo Whiskey, departing to the south to Long Beach. Compton traffic.
Romeo Romeo Whiskey. I don't see this guy. We're just gonna wait till that Cherokee probably turns crosswind and we could depart over.
Sounds good.
And we'll have a left close traffic again.
The helicopter scares me a little bit.
It does, yeah. Like it's definitely when you're flying like a 150 or something and like a helicopter overflies the runway, definitely think about going around because the downwash or the wake turbulence generated by that.
Oh shoot, okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a radius? Well, it probably depends on the speed of the rotor, but is there like a radius that you're supposed to stay away from?
The traffic link 516 is over the port side.
There's not an exact distance away, but just by knowing where the wingtip vortices go, which is like it's downward, then it goes outward, so it kind of goes like that. So just kind of avoiding being underneath the flight path, and also on the side of the airplane.
We'll follow you guys.
Okay, cool.
But okay, we'll make the call here. Compton area traffic, Cessna 710 is departing runway 25 left for left close traffic, Compton traffic. We're cleared on the base, final, and on the runway.
Alright, and our lights are good, everything else is good.
Nice.
And feet on the floor.
Alright.
Compton traffic, link 516 Rumor Golf is descending, entering the left downwind for 25 left. We have the Cherokee in front of us to flight. Follow you guys, 25 left.
I'm definitely feeling a little bit of a crosswind on the takeoff. I'm having to use a little bit of right rudder there.
Yep. On the next takeoff, I'll show you what we do for when we're taking off for the crosswind. I forget we'll look at the windsock when we're back on the ground.
Okay, yeah, I forgot as well.
Traffic Cherokee 9690 Kilo 10 and left base for runway 25 left, Compton.
Cool, neat call.
The traffic, 6 November Golf is established in left downwind, Cherokee in sight for 25 left, Compton.
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710, turning left crosswind for closed traffic. I'm supposed to end with Compton area traffic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also with for the pattern, you said we're on the left crosswind. Also, we mentioned which runway that we're turning left crosswind on, because we could crosswind for
to right.
Yeah, crosswind for runway 7 is different than the crosswind for 25. So we could be different locations depending on which crosswind that we say. So we say our which runway.
Okay.
Cool.
Charlie, Papa and my 1 for right going to 671. Swing 516 November Golf, turning base for 5 right. 25 left, 6 over golf.
Alright, they're doing 25 left as well. This got really extended out.
Just go this way for a little bit longer?
Yeah, you see the sling that's kind of like 12 o'clock heading to your 11 o'clock, a little bit low?
When you say sling, what do you mean exactly?
The sling is the type of aircraft. It's like a small, like little light sport airplane. So you see the white?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there.
Yeah, small little airplane.
Alright, I'll slow us down even a little bit more here. 20% flaps.
Alright.
20 degrees of flaps. That'll work on that.
Swing 516 November Golf, turning base for final for 25 left.
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710 on the downwind, about to turn base for runway 25 left. Going slow.
Nice. Cool. Now we'll return for the base, so we just wait until that traffic is a beam us.
Kilo clear to runway 25 left, Compton.
And right about now we turn base.
Yep.
Yeah, once that traffic passes a beam us, we should be good to go. So watch your airspeed here, getting a little slow.
Oh yeah, thank you. You're going too slow.
Yep. So it's always going to be pitch first for the airspeed, right?
That's right, okay.
That's where we get the most amount of airspeed in the short term.
Pitch and then power.
Pitch power, yeah.
What a beautiful view.
Yep.
Roll us down even more a little bit here. Flaps at 30 degrees.
Alright. Nice. I like how you decided to really slow it down here to give us a lot of space between us and that sling there. So, it's pretty good. Let's watch our bank angle here and our speed. Remember, slow flight, no more than 10 degrees. Because we could end up stalling if we overbank it.
Copy that.
Cool, alright, we can make our final call here.
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710, turning final for runway 25 left. Compton area traffic.
Copy traffic, swing 1321 Tango's over the Goodyear Blunt at 1,600 with close traffic for 25 left.
Cool. Nice, busy day.
Yep.
The flaps are full, mixture's full.
Orbit's on, landing lights on, nice.
Swing 516, November call, clear of runway 25 left. Taxi back 25 left.
Cool. And for this landing, let's focus a little bit more on the rudders as well as, as we've always been doing, focusing on the elevators. So the rudders is getting us as center line as possible here. So a little bit to the right. Yep, I noticed you're giving a little bit of left rudder there.
Start dropping in here.
Sure.
And we're at full idle.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit too much rudder there, was that alright?
Yeah, that's okay. See how the nose is a little bit
Copy traffic, swing
to the left there? So when we're right above the runway, that's when I'm going to kick it over to the right, just to keep the nose centered. There it is, a little bit to the right of the rudder. There it is. Cool, nice, that was all you.
Hey, where's that sock at?
That sock, oh, it's up behind us there. We'll be able to see when we're...
Compton area traffic, Cessna 710, clear of runway 25 left.
Com traffic check 96902, taking active runway 25 left.
Nice, good stuff, man.
This is a lot less scary than it was that first day.
Good.
Still scary, but...
So there's the windsock right down there. It's a little bit of a left crosswind, so coming a little bit from the south.
I wonder, I don't want to interrupt the video, but I think to get an iPad or something, it'd be great to see what the speed is and then try and like learn, like, oh, it's 7 knots versus 10 knots versus 15 knots, this is how much rudder I need.
Oh, okay, with
or Compton traffic,
like videotaping your feet or something?
Too far.
Oh, wait, that would be a great idea. I guess I'm saying like make a bookmark, because right now if I switch apps, it won't keep recording.
Oh, okay.
Turning final 25
Like get an iPad like yourself and then look at what direction and what speed the wind is coming from. Because I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you can get an estimation that it's like what, like 12 knots or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for the windsock, it's how much, like, I forgot what the folds, like, there's different folds in the windsock, like, if it's all the way full, like, the windsock is, like, pretending like my hand is, like, the windsock, so if it's all the way out, then that's, I think it's 30 knots or so. And if it's kind of down, it's, like, 20 knots, and if it's all the way down, it's, like, 0 to 10 knots. I would double check the numbers on that, but, it depends on the wind strength and how much the sock is extended.
I remember reading something like that, but yeah, I have no idea what the actual numbers were.
Yeah, that's kind of gauge for the intensity.
Okay.
Downwind for runway 25 left, Compton.
That'd be something good. I'm going to try and write that down to like remember that specifically.
nice. It's almost. We started at 4, right?
Yeah.
It's almost 6 here. I don't want to do one more round, and then we'll start heading back to Hawthorne.
Sounds good. Do you have a plan after, or no?
Let's see.
Compton traffic.
I don't.
Goes clear 25 left and back 25 left. Compton. Compton traffic, swing 516.
I think the airplane's being used after us.
Close traffic.
Let me see here.
Okay, sounds good.
Let me double check here. What? Yes, it looks like someone's using the plane after us.
Okay.
Compton traffic, Cherokee 9600.
In that case, would you rather just take off and head back? Because by the time we get it parked and land and everything, it's going to be about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Alright, so the call is going to be, Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is departing runway 25 left for, left crosswind departure.
Left crosswind.
Yep. And so that, we're doing left crosswind because we're going to be able to get over the blimp, and then will give us time to grab weather and call town.
Traffic, Cherokee 9600 kilo, turn to left base from runway 25 left, Compton.
Alright, he's turning left base over here. We'll kind of wait for that. Usually if someone's like on the base, or final, then would be a good idea to just wait until.
Compton traffic, plane 516, turning crosswind.
We're going to, is we try
25 left.
we try and go right between them?
Between, which one?
He's turning crosswind, he's turning base.
Oh, yeah.
So he's going to be in the downwind right when, might be kind of close.
Yeah. We'll see what.
Traffic, Cherokee 9600 kilo, turning final for runway 25 left, Compton.
Hopefully we'll be able to get out.
Plane 516, November Golf, turning downwind.
Alright,
25 left.
He's on the downwind now.
What do you think? Should we wait for him?
For the sling?
Yeah, we have one guy behind us, but, you know, well, what are we going to do? Or we can just go. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll see if we'll be able to get off the ground by the time he's. I wonder if he's gonna be on the numbers by the time he's down.
If he's going quick, yeah, well, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if he's like on the beam the numbers about to turn base, I think we should have enough time to get off the ground.
This is not one of those things where you want to feel pressure, right? Like if there's 15 planes behind us, we still wouldn't like try and fit, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah. You don't want to, like, you know,
Swing 516, November Golf, turning.
You definitely don't want to feel pressure, like you said.
For 25 left.
Alright, there's the base there. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to make it there.
Just seeing that EGT is all the way down. I'm going to see if we can get that a little bit higher.
Yeah, it takes it's kind of hard to get this, like it really has to be leaned out for that needle to come towards the center.
Compton traffic 516, November Golf, turning final for 25 left.
Compton traffic, Cherokee 9600 kilo, clear active runway 25 left, Compton.
Yep, that was, it's like they planned it.
Yeah.
Well, in that case.
Yep, get some air in here. Cool, I mean, for this takeoff, do you want to kind of see how a short field takeoff is done?
Yes, I would love that.
Yep. Cool.
So should we switch controls now, or do you want to do it out there?
I'll switch controls here in a little bit when the sling is out of here, so. Yeah, for the explanation for like the short field, or the soft field takeoff, we'll do the soft field takeoff, is we're pretending that we're departing from a runway that's soft, so like a mud, a grass strip, or like a airstrip that's filled with snow, or a dirt strip, and the goal is to get as much weight off the nose wheel as possible, and we do that by pulling up all the way aft back pressure as we're taxiing and also when we're taking off.
Wing 6 November Golf, clear of 25 left, common traffic.
So I'll kind of explain it as we're going.
25 left.
It's a big guy.
Alright, cool. Here's the landing light, car beat. Make sure that seatbelt's fastened, both.
Your controls?
Flight controls. Compton Air Traffic, Cessna 710 is departing runway 25 left for left crossing departure, Compton. So yeah, so we start the departure with elevator full aft.
Okay.
Yep, and then the flaps then. Yeah, the flaps on 10 degrees as well too. And we're taxiing onto the runway as if we're on a little bit of a hurry, just so there's air still overflying or being over the wings. And once we're on the runway, we're going to go full power. So immediately when we have full power, we're going to notice the nose already coming up on us. So when that happens, I'm going to kind of ease my back pressure so that, there we go. And then once we're airborne, I'm going to push the nose down so that we could accelerate and ground effect, and our airspeed will come up to the airspeed we want it to. And then once we have our climb speed that we want, Vx or Vy, then once we have flaps up.
That was much scarier since you can't see
What's in front of you, right? On the kind of do like a wheelie over the runway. So
The traffic, plane 1321, takeoff, full short 25 left lowest traffic, Compton.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is turning left crossing for 25 left Compton. But yeah, hopefully it kind of makes sense. That was hopefully the
traffic, Compton.
I don't know, I was kind of like rushing the explanation a little bit because trying to get off the ground. There's like 2 planes behind us, but yeah, that's the goal of it. And the airplane will definitely become airborne prior to reaching a rotation speed, and that's why we have to push the nose down to accelerate ground effect. And
So if you, let's say instead of leveling out, let's say you just continue a gradual ascent, is that going to have the same effect, or is that actually going to cause a stall or something bad as well?
yeah, definitely. So it's definitely could cause a stall since we're, if we're going to be off the ground by like 45 knots, and like if we keep climbing and we have that high pitch up attitude at 45 knots, then and we get off ground effect, then for sure that's the airplane will start to go like yawing to one side or the other, and we're gonna start hearing the stall warning horn go off. So that's the goal of it, to get the nose wheel, as much weight off the nose wheel as possible, and all that good stuff. So
cool. Okay, cool.
Still taking active runway 25 left course side of Compton.
So one video, someone doing this, I think it was the Southfield, it was either that or just like a private runway, and yeah, as they took off, you could see the instant that they started to stall, and then they just yawed out and went right into some trees.
Exactly, yeah. On the takeoff, right? Yeah. So that's what could happen on the. That's why we do power on stalls when we're, starting our training and everything. So.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So your controls, and we could grab weather and everything for Hawthorne and all that good stuff.
Copy that. Cool. So, ATIS for that is 118.4, count 2, turn up.
Altimeter 2993. No visibility from 0 in effect. Count back close. Localizer and visual approach in use to runway 25. Simultaneous arrivals and departures in progress between Hawthorne and Los Angeles. Hazardous weather information for the Southern California area. Traffic 122 with Tango is down. Contact giving us information Kilo.
Cool.
And then tower is 120.1.
Kilo time 235 feet.
Cool, we have Kilo. Alright. If you're comfortable making the call, then go for it. We're a little bit close, so yep.
Would you mind just to
make sure that's out of the way. Cool. Hawthorne Tower, Cessna 65710 is 2 miles north of the blimp at 1,800. Inbound full stop with information Kilo.
65710 enter left base runway 25 before turn final.
Enter left base for runway 25, report turning final, Cessna 710. Cool. So it's pretty much the same call as you would call initially when we're about to taxi. So we you are, or who you're talking to, who you are, where you are, what your intentions are. So where you are is like in relation to whatever landmark, where you are from that landmark. So the blimp is a good marker for that.
Okay. On the map, I've noticed that you reference things that aren't on the sectionals, but do you go off of just like this, like a satellite chart or something?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, I mean, it's most likely charted on the sectional. Like, I'll show you one on the ground, but it's like a green flag with a a flag on it.
Okay.
And that usually indicates like the landmark, which is like a river or like a road or a mountain or something.
Okay. Clear land 2512
So clear land runway 25. Clear land runway 25, Cessna 710. Cool. Then we'll do a normal landing.
Sounds good. Did you want to demonstrate a short field landing?
Sure, absolutely.
Air controls?
Like controls. So same concept for short field landing is landing on a runway that's also soft. So dirt strip, grass strip, snowy strip, same thing. So it's on this one we come like not a lot faster, but like a tiny bit faster, so that when our main wheels finally touch, we still have enough lift that's generated by the wings, and then we could hold our nose up at the same time. So,
oh my gosh.
So, yep.
I'm nervous just having you talk about it.
Yep, on the first time it's a little weird because no one will be able to see in front of you, but over time you'll be able to get the feel of it and everything.
Okay, cool.
So we're clear for takeoff and we're all configured, landing light, carb mixture, flaps set, and you can either use 20 degrees flaps, so that there's no like ballooning effect when when our main wheels touch, or you could use full flaps. But on a windy day, I'd rather use like 20 degrees flaps. So I'll use 20 degrees flaps just to demonstrate it. I'm coming a little quick here, so I'm coming a little quicker here than normal. I'm going to use a little bit of back trim.
About 65 knots.
And main wheels are going to touch first, and then once the main wheels touch first, I'm going to kind of get the right amount of back pressure to keep the nose up after we land. So you see how the nose is still off the runway? And then what I could do is I could add a tiny bit of power here.
6710, right turn echo, taxi beach.
Right turn echo, taxi beach, Cessna 710. Yeah, he kind of told us to do that, but we basically just hold the nose. We kind of nose the airplane up for about, like 3 to 5 seconds to demonstrate it, and then you can let the nose fall. But we're still keeping the back pressure until we fully clear the runway, and just to have the full demonstration.
Yep, got it.
Yep.
3 to 5 seconds. You're not crazy worried about any lift off, right? Because you're at a slow enough speed that you should be able to lift off again.
Yeah, it's just a slow enough speed or a fast enough speed to have the nose up, but slow enough that it's not going to lift off the runway again. So, just have kind of the right balance there. So, cool.
Do you have to worry about the tail hitting?
Yeah. So that's another thing, which is tail strike. So, just like how you would on a what do you call that on a skateboard, like a what is that trick where you do like a wheelie?
Not an ollie, but yeah, we're in the back wheels.
Yeah, you're on the back wheels. So you don't want the tail of the board to hit just like how the tail. So it's kind of like if we have too much back pressure, the nose is gonna like whip up.
Go up on tower into the left down, report of unit tower.
But obviously we want to keep the nose off the runway. So we're kind of finding the right amount of back pressure to keep the nose off the runway. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Is there, since we don't have a visual of that, is that mostly based just off feel?
Mostly, yeah, based off of feel, yeah. It's knowing how much back pressure you need versus, how much less of back pressure,
That's Absolutely terrifying.
Yep. So I've actually had a tail strike in one of these Cessnas, but luckily they have that little metal thing that absorbs the shock a little bit. So it luckily wasn't too bad. but yeah, that's what could happen when you have the elevator full aft and you like jam the throttle forward, like the nose is just gonna it's gonna come up. So right when when we're taxiing onto the runway, they have full throttle. We're gonna full throttle like gradually. It's not gonna be like a quick kind of thing that's going on. And then right when we notice the nose come up, we're gonna kind of back off on the back pressure a little bit and find the right amount of back pressure for that wheelie and everything. So
okay, cool.
and we're just gonna keep it until we're finally lifted off of the runway, and that's when we push the nose. So that's for the takeoff, right? To push the nose down and then accelerate in ground effect, accelerate to VX or VY, and then once we have those airspeeds, then that we could add back pressure a little bit and then clean the flaps up and all that. So
okay, cool.
And so that's what short field, soft field takeoff and landings are.
That's almost scarier than landing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm excited to learn that. That's maybe like at least one more day of doing takeoffs and landings like the normal way, and I would love to,
try it out and everything. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good.
Cool, man. All right, onto the after landing.
Yep, after landing's good.
Maps up, strobes off, landing light off. We'll turn the tank up as well. Keto heat off. Of course, we leave the beacon on, which is the right one, right?
Beacon on, yeah. We gotta leave the beacon on.
Trim for takeoff, which you do before anyway, but yeah, we'll tighten at the K. Right at the K, give or take. Block code is good. LT, verify silent. Good, and avionics off. Here we go.